Bloodline of the Moon, Chapter 2. Moonlight, Memory, Reckoning. Elder Shade did not wake. It shifted. The fog was thicker now, not mist, but memory wrapping itself around Amara's mind, until she could no longer tell what was dream and what was real. Days bled into nights. Her father grew weaker, his words fading into murmurs about atonement and cycles. Every clock in the house had stopped, and yet every night Lucian came. He stood at her window as though the darkness obeyed him. Sometimes he spoke softly half-truths and fragments of the past. Sometimes he only watched her sleep, his expression unreadable, like a man haunted by a decision he could never unmake. "Do you remember the orchard?" he asked one night, voice low as the tide. "You said the blossoms looked like fallen stars." Her mind flinched. Images she didn't own began to surface. A girl in a white dress beneath a moonlit orchard, her laughter echoing across centuries. A man in a dark coat with eyes like frozen fire. A promise whispered beneath a blood moon. "If death takes you, I will follow." Amara awoke with tears on her face. She went to the study at dawn, where her father slept slumped over his desk. His journal lay open again. This time, it wasn't just names. It was letters. Love letters. The ink was faded, the language archaic, but the handwriting was unmistakable, hers. Each began with the same salutation: "To my beloved Lucian, bound to me by the moon." Her hands trembled. She read faster, heart racing. They spoke of secret meetings, stolen kisses beneath the trees, and a pact, an ancient ritual to defy death itself. But something had gone wrong. Blood had been spilled. The moon had turned red, and in its reflection, their souls were bound, eternally returning, never free. The final letter ended in a single, shaking line. "If I forget, remind me. Even if it destroys us both." A chill wind passed through the house, carrying the faint scent of lilac, the same scent that had clung to her dreams. That night she went to the forest. The path was overgrown, the trees arching overhead like cathedral spires. Moonlight bled through the leaves in trembling ribbons. At the heart of the woods, she found a small stone altar covered in moss, and beside it Lucian. He looked unchanged, eternal. His eyes, once calm, now burned with quiet desperation. "You shouldn't have come," he whispered. "You told me to remember," she said. "And now you will hate me for it." He reached for her hand. The air grew cold, alive. The earth beneath them pulsed with light as the altar began to glow, revealing the carvings beneath centuries of decay, two intertwined moons, a serpent devouring its tail, and the words "blood restores." Memories rushed in like a flood, drowning, searing, inescapable. She saw it all. A forbidden love between a human and an immortal. A curse born from their arrogance. A town built to contain it. Her death, his eternity. And her rebirth, again and again. Each lifetime ending with the same crimson moon. Lucian fell to his knees. "Every century you returned. Every time I find you. Every time you die again because I can't let you go. Amara felt the truth in her bones. She was both the curse and the cure, and the town Elder Shade existed to keep her from remembering, feeding on the fragments of her life each time she returned. She stepped closer, her voice trembling. Then end it. Let me forget forever. Lucian's face broke, anguish carved into beauty. If I do, I lose you. If I don't, you suffer. She touched his face gently. Then this time, remember me instead. The moon rose high, full and white, washing the forest in ghostlight. She closed her eyes, whispered something he could never hear again, and pressed her hand to the altar. The ground trembled, the fog screamed, and for the first time in centuries, the clock tower chimed. 12 slow, solemn strikes. When the morning came, Elder Shade was silent. The fog had lifted, revealing a sky so clear it hurt to look at. A new couple drove into town that afternoon, smiling at the quaint little streets and the peaceful air. The old house on the hill was empty, save for one object on the windowsill, a single white flower, still fresh, glowing faintly in the sun. In its petals, if one looked closely enough, were faint red veins that shimmered like blood. And deep within the forest, where the altar once stood, 2 figures, one in white, one in black, stood hand in hand, fading into light.